Hi, my name is Joshua Hahn, and for our final video project this year, I chose to do Meditations Book 3 by Marcus Aurelius. I chose this book mainly because out of everything that we have read this semester, this one has stuck with me the most, and it was actually my favorite one to read. Marcus Aurelius wrote this book, or series of books, from 161 to 100 AD. He wrote most of these books as a spiritual exercise and as a way of just keeping himself close with his religion and with God. The Greek title of this writing actually translates to Things to Oneself, which shows that Marcus actually was writing this for himself as well as everyone else to read. Throughout the whole point of this book, really, Marcus is mainly focused on the length of life and the quality of life that you live. For example, he tells us that living longer doesn't guarantee a quality of life. He alludes to people who live to these extremely old ages and live very long lives, but spend the last couple of years or multitude of years even sick or with dementia, not remembering who they are, not being able to do what they used to do when they were younger. He also makes many references to death throughout the book. He gives examples of these powerful men who lived powerful lives and had almost anything they wanted, but ended up dying in a very ironic or even insignificant way. For example, he tells how Hippocrates spent his entire life curing all kinds of illnesses and diseases, but in the end, he ended up actually dying from an illness. Overall, I think the point of this book was to get across that everyone dies no matter what, no one lives forever, and that while you're living, you need to live your life to the fullest and make sure that you're doing what's right and being a good person. A few excerpts from this book actually helped me to better understand the culture and values of that society in that period of time. One is that almost every paragraph throughout the entire reading, there is a mention of the gods, or an allusion to the gods, which shows me how dedicated the people of this time, as well as Marcus, were to their religious beliefs and to their culture. Another one is when he says, never consider yourself to be doing something good as if it had caused you to betray a trust that you had with someone or to do somebody wrong. This kind of shows me that this society places a big value on a person's character and the ability to trust someone. Because nowadays, it's not really like that. You always see people stepping on other people to try to climb a ladder or to just get one step ahead and not really caring who they hurt in their path or not really caring whose life they could even be ruining. Almost every piece of advice and every paragraph in this book can be related today, which is one of the main reasons I liked it. He tells us to keep in mind that all rational things are related and that to take care of all human beings is part of being a human, regardless of if we have the same beliefs as them or if we like them or if we think the same thing as them. It's just, no matter who they are, they're a human, and we have to do our best to do what's right and to help them. Another part is, don't worry about other people unless it's for the common good. This shows a lot about what our society values today, because we need to, while helping others, focus on ourselves and the people that we care about the most. And there's going to always be people that don't like you or that try to put you down or who talk badly about you, and we need to just push through that and let it go in one ear and out the other. Another paragraph or excerpt from this book that really reflects my values is that if you come across anything better than justice, honesty, self-control, or courage, then you need to embrace it with full reservation, because it is truly like a tremendous thing that is very rare. honesty, you really can't get anywhere in life without it. If no one trusts you, then you will never be able to hold a job. You probably won't be able to get married or anything like that, because without trust, you really have nothing in this life. My favorite paragraph of this whole book is there's a section about how to act. And being a newly married person, this is advice that I need to live by. And it actually helps a lot. And oftentimes, I actually think back to this reading throughout the day, or when random situations occur in my life. Those things are to never act under compulsion, never act out of selfishness, never act without forethought, and to never act with misgivings. Those four things are very vital. They should be values that everyone holds dear, because if you do those four things, your relationships in life will always be better, and when your relationships are good, it makes you live a happier life. I would definitely recommend this book to people because it's so helpful. It has so much advice in it that you can live by. All throughout the day, I'll be in a situation, and actually something in this book will come into my head, and something Marcus said will actually help me to get through it. And that's why I'd recommend it, because this book is just full of such good advice, and anyone who read it, I think, would be better off for it. So that's it.